Hello, my name is Rachel. Today we're going to review Dave the Barbarian. Dave the Barbarian is one of the special cartoons Disney actually created. It's one of those cartoons that was really smart and funny, but the only problem is the comedy it has was a double-edged sword. What I mean is, the fact is some of the comedy kind of repeats itself. It has so much potential. I mean, they didn't know what to do in other words. But I think that's the reason why the show kind of failed at the same time. I mean, the show was hilarious. I mean, I'm trying to make a point. The show is funny. But later on, you see the episodes, it's kind of starting to repeat itself maybe once or twice and kind of fails it for some reason. Now, the show was only lasted one season. It was 2004 and ended in 2004. But I wish the show came back because it could pretty much be better if it had smarter writers. Now, the whole story of Dave the Barbarian is pretty much Dave is defending his home kingdom. Now, Dave's parents pretty much left to defeat all evil and leave them alone. It's kind of bad parenting to my opinion. I mean, this is just, what kind of parents leave your kids alone forever? I mean, quite the whole series you quite don't see them, except for one episode they returned. But besides that, that's kind of bad parenting and just outrageous. Also, you have other characters like Candy, who pretty much could be better characters, but sadly she was like the most disappointing character. I mean, she was a princess who rules the whole kingdom, and at the same time she wanted to be a teenager. That sounds a great idea because it can be conflicted by the two things she have to do. But sadly, at the very end, she became a very generic character. You also have other characters like Fang, who pretty much more barbarian than the sister or older brother Dave. And she's just so violent and so crazy. In fact, it's kind of funny you can see that the family who portion be the barbarians are not barbarians, only one character. You also have the very useless uncle, who pretty much is a wizard family, but he's pretty lousy. In fact, is the more you keep seeing him, the more obvious he never went to wizard school. In fact, he could actually admit he never went to wizard school. It's kind of funny, but you kind of respect the character because he tries all he can to help the family. And you also have the Magic Sword, who pretty much for Dave, he hassled him all the time because she wanted to see him become more barbarian, more as a hero. And you just have the pretty much freaking hilarious lines every single time she talks. You also have the dragon of the family, who pretty much is a pig with wings and horns, and obvious a moron. But the interesting part of this character, he's quite never there. I mean, he comes around for a joke, but he quite disappears around. It's something you just notice on the show. Dave is just so hilarious. I mean, Dave is Dave. How to describe Dave is like a coward. I mean, it's one of the first original characters you could say. Dave is a coward. Very few characters are cowards and they're heroes at the same time, but Dave sells it. I mean, he screams, he whines, he just runs away, and in fact, he sometimes solutions trying to save his hometown are kind of out there. I mean, save the town for origami. Yes, it's pretty much that's the best way to tell you how Dave really is. Dave is a kind of like a loveless kind of guy who really just have a bunch of muscles, but he's just a noble, nice, really wussy guy who pretty much do ridiculous things like flowering, nothing manly. And I think that's one of the things I love about Dave and what I loved about the show. I mean, it was fresh, different, something different that Disney ever created. And you also have all the villains. Each villain are, I could say, kind of like Adventure Time villains. Are just really random, strange. I mean, the first episode is a cupcake who destroys the kingdom. Yeah, there's still more weird characters, especially the main villain, Chuckles, the evil piggy. Yeah, this guy is freaking hilarious. You probably recognize his voice, he's voicing Dag for Angry Beavers or Zim, but this character is just so freaking hilarious. Dave and Chuckles, the evil piggy, are two known voice actors. One you already know. The other one, Dave, is pretty much voiced the same guy of Jack Spicer from Shaolin Showdown. I mean, you just love these two characters every time they born on screen. You just enjoy all the hilarity they actually give this show. You can see how passionately both voice actors give this show. And this show is, I have to give it props, it was freaking hilarious. Sadly, the only weak point is once more the comedy. Now, the only thing is truly badass is the intro. I mean, it gives this strong presence. You just want to sing with it. kind of take you want to see more about the show because of the intro. I mean, it's one of the intros is amazing. Now the animation is pretty amazing also. I mean, it's flowing quick. It's just very good. In other words, now I have to rate this show. Give it 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment below.